never play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Blues.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw here is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw completed by Watson. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And this is caught. I think you got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 21 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Love. Being chased out left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Love to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, the 30. Run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Love from his end zone on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Will Harris.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down throw for Love. Looking for Cooper, and and it's intercepted. They'll get there and pick it, and they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
The 3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score lose 14. Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
That second down play nets a -4. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And this time will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard gain on the play. brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
5-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll fight. And it's caught inside the 30. They are not ready for it. And they're in the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag now. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 44 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Gallup with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Blues 28, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
Kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. Over the man, Gronkowski complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Well, he does say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On first down, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got to first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So that one will be accepted. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. First down.
Love from the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Trautman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. On first down, Drake. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
He was tackled.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And the Browns first down.
Now on first down, Drake again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A throw out wide here caught by Pettis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Going back to Love. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love. That's complete to Troutman, right side. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First down, Cleveland.
First down, going to the air with Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare.